Imagine waking up tomorrow morning and realizing something extraordinary. Every dream, every desire, every aspiration you've ever held close is not something distant you must chase tirelessly, but a seed already planted deep within you, patiently awaiting your recognition to bloom. For many of us, especially as we gracefully journey through life's later years here in America, we've been taught to equate success and fulfillment with relentless striving and effortful pursuits, believing that anything worthwhile demands struggle and sacrifice. But what if the path to fulfillment and happiness doesn't require forceful striving at all, but rather a subtle, harmonious tuning of your mind and emotions, much like gently adjusting an old radio dial to catch a clear, comforting melody? Science and philosophy beautifully merge on this profound truth, each reinforcing the other. Neuroscientists have revealed that the brain cannot clearly distinguish between vivid imagination and actual experience. Indeed, researchers at Harvard University demonstrated that visualizing oneself performing a task activates similar neural patterns as physically doing it, thereby strengthening our capacity to achieve desired outcomes through mental rehearsal alone. Such discoveries echo ancient philosophical wisdom, which has long insisted that the realities we create first emerge clearly in our minds before materializing in our external world. Practically speaking, imagine this. When you vividly picture yourself feeling healthy, joyful, and engaged, your brain and body respond by releasing positive neurochemicals, such as serotonin and dopamine, proven to uplift mood, enhance cognitive clarity, and even strengthen immunity. As supported by recent studies from Johns Hopkins Medicine, consider your imagination a trusted companion, helping you to sculpt your reality gently and effectively. Just as gardeners carefully tend to their gardens by providing them with sunlight, water, and nurturing attention rather than forcing the plants to grow, your mind similarly thrives when nurtured with purposeful imagery, positivity, and gratitude. Science has consistently demonstrated, notably in studies published by UC Berkeley, that individuals who regularly practice gratitude show significant reductions in stress and improvements in overall mental and physical health, affirming that what you consistently focus upon multiplies. Therefore, as you move through the beauty of your golden years, I invite you to start each morning by clearly visualizing your ideal day unfolding effortlessly, seeing yourself vibrant, interacting joyfully with loved ones, or enjoying the simple pleasures of reading or strolling comfortably through a favorite park. Allow yourself to fully embrace the emotions this visualization stirs within you, understanding deeply that your thoughts and feelings act as powerful attractors in your life's unfolding. This is not mere wishful thinking. It is grounded in both quantum physics and practical psychology. Quantum physicists remind us that everything in our universe is energy vibrating at distinct frequencies, a principle validated through rigorous experimentation since Einstein's days. Aligning your emotional and mental frequencies, your internal energies, with those realities you deeply desire naturally draws them into your experience. Begin today by consciously cultivating your internal garden. Gently replace thoughts of limitation or doubt with visions of abundance, health, joy, and meaningful connection. Regularly practice this technique, perhaps dedicating a quiet 5-minute reflection each morning or evening to nurture your mind with positive imagery, gratitude, and calm expectation. Through consistent practice, your subconscious mind, much like fertile soil receiving steady care, begins to accept these positive visions as inevitable realities, thus guiding you toward opportunities and actions that align perfectly with your desired experiences. Trust this simple yet profoundly powerful practice, knowing that what you seek is not out there, separate from you, but deeply rooted within you, ready and waiting for your recognition and nurturing care to blossom fully into the tangible joys of your everyday life. Picture for a moment an old radio sitting quietly on your kitchen counter, its knob gently turned until suddenly, from static emerges the sweet melody of your favorite song, crystal clear and perfectly tuned. Manifestation, much like tuning into this familiar radio station, is not a matter of strenuous effort, but rather an artful alignment of frequency. It's about harmonizing your inner world, your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs with the precise vibration of the life you dream to experience. Modern science beautifully supports what philosophers and mystics have known for centuries, that every thought and feeling you harbor is not just a fleeting experience, but a measurable electromagnetic signal broadcasted into the universe around you. Researchers at the HeartMath Institute in California, for instance, have demonstrated that your heart emits electromagnetic fields detectable several feet from your body, influenced profoundly by your emotional states. When your heart and mind resonate in harmony, when you hold feelings of love, gratitude, and peace, this field becomes coherent and powerful, capable of influencing both your health and surroundings positively. This scientific evidence elegantly intertwines with age-old wisdom, which teaches that your reality mirrors your internal state. To align effectively with your desires, start by cultivating a clear and specific vision, like carefully setting the coordinates on a trusted GPS device before embarking on a meaningful journey. Imagine, for instance, seeing yourself enjoying vibrant health, comfortably strolling through your favorite local park on a peaceful spring morning, feeling energized, connected, and deeply content. Neuroscience confirms that this practice of vividly picturing your desired outcomes, the sights, sounds, even scents associated with your vision, activates neural pathways that prime your brain for success. A landmark study from the Cleveland Clinic revealed how mental rehearsals can significantly improve physical strength, even without actual physical exercise, showing just how powerful your internal images can be in shaping real-world results. But aligning your frequency extends beyond visualization. It demands consistent emotional alignment. Embrace the feelings of gratitude and joy as you visualize, as these emotions scientifically shift your biochemical environment. Studies from UCLA have shown that sustained gratitude and positive emotional states lower inflammation, reduce stress hormones, and strengthen immunity, greatly benefiting overall health, especially vital in our golden years. Incorporate this practically by setting aside a few minutes each morning, perhaps while sipping your favorite tea or coffee, to quietly reflect on aspects of your life for which you are genuinely grateful. Feel the warmth of gratitude spread gently throughout your body, imagining it as a soothing golden light that radiates outward, creating harmony within and around you. Understand that manifestation thrives in a state of gentle expectation rather than urgent pursuit. Just as you plant seeds in a garden and then patiently nurture them, trusting they will grow, similarly hold your visions lightly but with confidence. Science, particularly quantum physics, supports this intuitive wisdom, reminding us through principles like the observer effect, demonstrated repeatedly in controlled laboratory environments, that your focused attention indeed influences reality at fundamental levels. Practically apply this by gently reminding yourself throughout your day that your desires are already in motion, moving toward you with certainty. Whenever feelings of doubt or anxiety arise, calmly return your attention to your vision and the positive feelings associated with its fulfillment, reinforcing trust and ease. Embrace daily actions that reflect alignment with your goals. If vibrant health is your aim, choose activities, foods, and routines that resonate positively with wellness, creating coherence between your actions and aspirations. This coherence signals clearly to your subconscious and the broader universe that you are prepared and open to receiving exactly what you desire. Ultimately, aligning with your dreams is an elegant dance of clarity, consistent positive emotions, patience, and meaningful action. Each step you take in gentle alignment brings you closer to the experiences you cherish. Much like tuning the old radio dial with just the right touch, effortlessly connecting to the sweet music already waiting for you, ready to enrich your life at this precious stage of your journey. Imagine, if you will, that you are standing in the center of a vast and beautiful garden. The flowers are blooming, the birds are singing, and the trees sway gently in the breeze. This garden is your life, and the seeds you plant today will grow into the reality you experience tomorrow. But just as a gardener must nurture and care for the seeds, so too must you care for the thoughts, beliefs, and emotions you plant in your mind. Manifestation is not about force. It is about nurturing alignment with the highest aspects of yourself. Science offers us profound insight into this process. Research in the field of neuroplasticity shows that our brain has the incredible ability to rewire itself throughout our lives, adapting to new patterns of thought and behavior. This is a powerful affirmation of what ancient philosophy has always taught. We are not bound by the past, but rather, we are free to cultivate the future we desire. By consistently choosing thoughts that align with our desired reality, we are literally changing the structure of our brain, making it easier to bring our dreams into focus. For example, studies at Harvard Medical School have shown that engaging in mental exercises like positive visualization can actually enhance cognitive performance and reduce stress, which is particularly important as we age. This isn't just about wishful thinking. It's about activating the brain's neural networks in ways that attract positive experiences. The process of aligning with your desires involves more than just mental rehearsal. It requires an openness to receive. When you create space within yourself through meditation, reflection, or quiet moments of stillness, you allow new opportunities, ideas, and experiences to flow to you. Science supports this too. The placebo effect, long studied in medical science, demonstrates the profound influence our beliefs have on our physical and emotional states. When you believe in your ability to heal, grow, and manifest your desires, you set in motion a cascade of biochemical reactions in your body that support this belief. This is why taking a moment each day to focus on what you want to bring into your life can be so powerful. Picture your ideal life with the vivid clarity of a painter who knows exactly what their canvas will look like when the final stroke is applied. You may desire health, peace, or new opportunities. See yourself already living that reality. Feel the emotions of fulfillment, joy, and gratitude. This emotional alignment sends signals to your subconscious mind that these experiences are not just possible, but inevitable. What you feel, you attract. But alignment is not just a passive process. It requires action that reflects your beliefs and emotions. If your vision is to enjoy greater health, for example, then act as though it is already true. This doesn't mean forcing yourself to run a marathon tomorrow, but rather making small, positive choices that align with your desired outcome. The science of habit formation, explored in studies at the University of California, has shown that small, consistent actions compound over time, leading to remarkable changes. Each step you take toward your goal strengthens the neural connections that support it. This is why the simple act of choosing healthier foods, taking a brisk walk, or practicing mindfulness each day can have a profound impact over time. The key is consistency. It is in the steady, small actions that the larger transformation takes place. Your thoughts, emotions, and actions must be in harmony. This alignment creates a powerful magnetic force that draws what you desire closer to you. In the practical world, this could look like reaching out to a new acquaintance, picking up a book that inspires you, or taking a class that expands your knowledge. These actions signal to the universe that you are ready to receive the opportunities and experiences that match your vision. You are not waiting for life to happen to you. You are actively creating the conditions for your desires to manifest. Embrace this journey with confidence, knowing that with each thought you think, each emotion you feel, and each action you take, you are aligning more deeply with the life you want to create. Just as the gardener tends to their plants with patience and care, so too must you tend to your thoughts, emotions, and actions with patience and care. Through this process, you will see the fruits of your labor, your desires brought into your physical reality, effortlessly and beautifully. Let this be the foundation of your everyday practice. Imagine, if you will, that you are holding a delicate piece of glass in your hand. As you examine it closely, you notice the tiniest cracks and imperfections that have formed over time. These cracks may seem insignificant, but they are the very points where light can pass through, illuminating the beauty within. Life itself, much like this fragile piece of glass, can be full of imperfections. And yet, it is through embracing these imperfections, through accepting the ebb and flow of time, that we allow ourselves to experience true peace and manifestation. The act of letting go is not a surrender of our desires or dreams, but rather a release of the need to control every detail, to force outcomes or impose rigid expectations. Science affirms the importance of this release. Studies in psychology and neuroscience have demonstrated that excessive attachment to outcomes creates stress and anxiety, which in turn disrupts the natural flow of energy. The renowned psychologist Dr. Herbert Benson's work at Harvard Medical School revealed that high levels of stress, often fueled by obsessive attachment to specific results, trigger the fight-or-flight response, creating physiological barriers that inhibit both creativity and health. In contrast, letting go of attachment triggers the relaxation response, a state that promotes calm, clarity, and the free flow of energy-critical components for manifestation. Philosophically, this idea aligns with the teachings of many ancient wisdom traditions, which suggest that true power lies not in effortful control, but in trusting the process of life. The Taoist principle of Wu Wei, often translated as effortless action, teaches us that when we align with the natural flow of the universe, we are far more likely to achieve our desires with ease. Letting go, then, becomes a form of trust that the universe is unfolding perfectly, even if we cannot see every step of the journey. Practically speaking, let's take a moment to consider how we can apply this principle. When you wake up in the morning, take a few moments to breathe deeply and reflect on what you want to manifest in your life. Imagine the joy of good health, the sense of peace in your relationships, or the satisfaction of pursuing a passion you've always held dear. Now, instead of clinging to the belief that you must control every detail of how these desires come to fruition, simply trust that by aligning your thoughts, emotions, and actions with these outcomes, the universe will guide you. Studies in quantum physics show us that the universe is not a static, rigid entity, but a dynamic and interconnected system. The famous double-slit experiment proved that the act of observation influences the behavior of particles, revealing that our very perception and expectations shape the reality we experience. This supports the idea that when we let go of rigid expectations, we open ourselves to a broader spectrum of possibilities that we may not have anticipated, but which are often more aligned with our greater good. Letting go of attachment requires conscious effort, especially when we are conditioned to believe that hard work and striving are the only ways to achieve our goals. But consider the beauty of a river. It does not struggle to flow. It simply follows the path of least resistance, carving its way through the landscape over time. Similarly, by releasing attachment to specific outcomes and allowing ourselves to flow with life, we make space for greater ease and abundance to enter our lives. Letting go also involves releasing past doubts, fears, and limiting beliefs. Neuroscience supports this idea through the concept of neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to rewire itself in response to new experiences and beliefs. As we work to release old, limiting patterns and embrace a mindset of trust and openness, we create new neural pathways that support our growth and alignment with our desires. This is why letting go is not about passively waiting for things to happen, but actively choosing to release old patterns that no longer serve us. As you move through your day, take notice of moments when you feel the urge to control or force a situation. Instead of reacting from a place of anxiety or stress, pause, breathe, and remind yourself that all is unfolding as it should. Trust that the universe is working with you, not against you. By doing so, you create space for unexpected opportunities to emerge, opportunities that may be far more aligned with your deepest desires than anything you could have planned yourself. In every moment, the decision to let go is a conscious choice to trust, to flow, and to allow. Embrace this practice daily. The more you do, the more natural it will become to release control and trust the process. Over time, you will see that letting go is not a sign of weakness, but a profound strength that aligns you with the natural flow of life, bringing you closer to your desires with greater ease and fulfillment. Picture, for a moment, a tree standing tall in the middle of a vast field. Its roots reach deep into the earth, drawing nutrients and stability from the ground. The branches stretch upwards toward the sky, constantly adapting to the wind and sunlight. This tree is not fighting the elements, but rather embracing them, growing stronger and more resilient with each passing season. Just like this tree, you too are capable of growing and adapting with ease, as long as you stay rooted in your purpose and allow yourself the freedom to bend with life's natural rhythms. As we explore the balance between focus and openness, it becomes clear that the art of manifestation requires both unwavering attention to our goals and a willingness to embrace the unknown. Scientific research affirms this dynamic process. For example, studies in cognitive psychology show that our brain thrives when we have clear, defined goals. Research conducted by Dr. Edwin Locke and Dr. Gary Latham, two pioneers in goal-setting theory, demonstrated that people who set specific and challenging goals perform better than those who set vague or no goals at all. This insight provides a strong foundation for the importance of focus in manifestation. When you are clear about what you desire, your mind is better equipped to notice opportunities and take action in the right direction. However, just as the tree cannot force its branches to grow in a straight line, you too must allow space for flexibility in your pursuit of goals. This is where openness comes into play. Scientific studies in the field of neuroscience have shown that being too rigid in our approach to achieving our goals can lead to stress and burnout. A study published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology found that individuals who were overly focused on a single, rigid goal often experienced heightened anxiety and reduced well-being. The brain, when under constant pressure to achieve a specific outcome, triggers a stress response that impairs both creativity and decision-making. It is essential, then, to balance focus with openness, allowing yourself to explore different pathways and accept that the journey may unfold in unexpected ways. This philosophical insight aligns with the wisdom found in many ancient traditions. The concept of embracing the flow has been taught in various forms, from Taoism's notion of Wu Wei, or effortless action, to the Stoic principle of accepting what is beyond our control. These teachings remind us that life does not always unfold according to our plans, and the more we try to control every aspect of it, the more resistance we create. Instead, by embracing the natural flow of life, we allow ourselves to move with ease, adapting and finding new opportunities as they arise. Practically speaking, how can you apply this concept in your own life? The key is to regularly review and adjust your goals. While it's essential to stay focused, it's equally important to remain open to new ideas, unexpected opportunities, and even setbacks. This dynamic process requires you to take action, but with a sense of curiosity rather than a rigid attachment to a specific outcome. For example, if you are looking to improve your health, you may start by setting the clear goal of walking for 30 minutes every day. But instead of fixating on that one outcome, allow yourself the flexibility to explore other activities that may contribute to your health, whether it's trying out a new hobby, attending a community event, or taking a spontaneous trip that brings joy and vitality. Studies in the field of positive psychology have demonstrated that engaging in diverse activities and exploring new experiences boosts our overall well-being and satisfaction. The more open you are to these experiences, the more likely you are to discover new avenues for growth that align with your desires. This process of balancing focus with openness requires patience and trust in the universe's timing. Just as the tree grows slowly, reaching its full height and strength over time, so too does your manifestation process require patience. Research in the field of mindfulness has shown that cultivating patience by accepting the natural pace of life can lead to increased happiness and improved mental health. By practicing mindfulness techniques such as meditation or deep breathing, you allow yourself to remain present in the moment, letting go of any anxiety about the future. With each step, you cultivate a sense of peace and acceptance that supports your journey toward your desires. Therefore, as you move forward in your life, keep your focus clear and your actions consistent. But be open to the unexpected. Allow yourself to explore new opportunities, adapt to life's twists and turns, and trust that everything is unfolding for your highest good. Take the time each day to reflect on your goals, adjust them when needed, and remain open to the guidance that comes from within and around you. With each step you take, both focused and flexible, you are growing, just as the tree grows, steadily reaching towards the sun. Through this balance of focus and openness, you will manifest not only your desires, but a life filled with purpose, fulfillment, and continuous growth.